most physicians are not their own bosses anymore. And so, if you're a physician working for a healthcare system, large, practice or whatever, what you say can impact your employer. And
I
so
agree.
you do have to have some,
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Oh, absolutely. You are an extension of your employer. And that to me, well, there's so many angles I could take on that, because to me, that's worrisome, because as a past practicing internist who just recently stopped seeing patients because of that very structure, and because the system is taking over, and healthcare is becoming so corporate and so sort of unhealthy, that I needed to leave. But that's what worries me a little bit. And that's almost what sort of fueled my passion to create SoMeDocs, is that I saw value in fueling the passion of physicians individually. And I see the value of physicians speaking up individually, so that we can take back healthcare in a way from those big giants that are now controlling healthcare. But I see the struggles in doing that all the time. At the end of the day, it's the system that wins because they are in control. And so I am constantly in touch with physicians that are feeling like they can't get out there and really self-express the right way and connect with an audience because of their employer. And it is so frustrating to me, that stifling of creativity and our out-of-the-box potential is just, it's a shame.
It
so
is.
I hope.
It is. And it's funny because the ability for us to create and do these things has never been easier, especially, via social media, to reach while not a huge audience, a relatively broader audience than most of us ever could have reached in the past. And you're right. It's the counter is that we're being stifled so much to fall in line, uniform behavior. And I think that is one of the leading, causes for physician burnout, is we're just getting so stifled and regimented that
100%. And think about the fact that, let's say I'm an internist and I see the things that don't work in my organization, right? And I've got a podcast that could easily reach my tens and hundreds of thousands of followers and make them aware. I'm not going to go on it and do it, because my employer is going to then talk to me and reprimand me, and my job is on the line. So again, it's a catch-22 of having this potential and having the power to communicate with a larger audience and increase awareness on healthcare issues that aren't working right now, and yet not being able to do it because we could lose our job and our livelihood. And so that's what worries me the most. And for me, the first step to healing and to actually making a change was to do that myself. And so I quit. And it was partly because I wanted everybody to see that an internist quits her job in order to make a difference and now can fuel other doctors to speak up. And at the same time, I understand why physicians are scared. And I'm also considering myself lucky that I can do it, because I'm in a family situation where my husband still supports the family. Does it still hurt? Of course it does. Financially, we're one salary less. But I'm hoping that with my startup and with trying to take SoMeDocs in the right direction to fuel physicians' fire and to help them with the tools they need to shine, I'm hoping that that's successful to do many things, but to hopefully improve healthcare because we're speaking up.
I think so. I think what you're